Hello and welcome to Give and Take the Positives in Life. And today our topic is called Following Your Dreams. And we have a wonderful guest and she will introduce herself and tell you the great things she's doing in her life. So welcome.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. My name is Dani and I'm a singer-songwriter and entrepreneur.
Okay, lovely. So where would you like to start with such that wonderful array of things that you do? Where would you like to start?
We can either go about my music or my company, Dani Fell Consulting, whatever you think works.
Let's talk about your music and how you got started with that.
Sure. So when I was about 10 years old, I started doing vocal lessons and I was super inspired. I was told that you'll get famous if you have a voice coach and you can't really make it without one. So I started training for years and years and years. And then my parents put me in this overnight camp to write and record music. So that experience changed my life so that I could really learn how to write and record, and it was super inspiring, and I found out that I absolutely loved it.
So how long did you do that? What age did you do that?
About 16 years old,
Oh,
14 and
years
16.
old. Okay. And so did you feel that that was something you really wanted to do?
Absolutely. I used to write poetry a lot, and I never really was writing music, and then once I got into that camp and I learned how to write and be in the studio, it was the best feeling ever. And I was like, I know I need to do this the rest of my life.
Right. So this really is following your dream because you've started at a very young age and you've continued to do so in your life. So that's great. So what are the things that you've done as far as music?
Well, I did a compilation album for breast cancer awareness to raise money for the Linda Creed Breast Cancer Foundation.
Okay. So maybe we could see a clip of that now.
I decided to take part in the CD because I thought it was for a very good cause. I think it's a good chance for UNH students to get their music out there.
The Spotlight is a great CD for a great cause. You should definitely buy it to help make a difference.
It's really good.
This CD is awesome. There's a ton of local talent from the University of New Haven, and it supports a great cause, breast cancer awareness.
You should buy the CD because it's amazing. It's for a good cause.
You're benefiting a lot of people in the process.
Yeah, it's great music on it. It's for a good cause.
You should buy the CD because it's good.
Yeah, music on a CD is really good.
I personally bought the CD and the music is amazing.
It's a cool CD and I recommend that everyone buy it.
You can start helping, buy the CD and start helping today.
When I looked into your eyes, I knew something had changed.
Okay, so you want to share a little bit about that because that seemed like it was very involved and you involved the whole school that you were at. So you want to talk a little bit about that?
Definitely. I was actually in this music organization called MISA, and they were asking for different projects that we could do. And I came up with this idea how we should raise money for a cause with music. And they told me they don't really have time to do it. But yeah, I was asking them when can we do it? I'm ready. When can we start doing it? And they're like, we actually don't have time, but you should take on the project yourself. And I never project managed like that before, so it was a first experience for that. And I absolutely loved it.
Wow. So how much money did you raise for the cause?
So I actually ended up giving the Linda Creed Breast Cancer Foundation a $1,000 check.
Very nice. So everybody cooperated with you and they got involved. And so what was the overall experience like for you?
I mean, it was amazing to learn about project managing and what you can do when you bring all these different people together for one thing. And it was really cool that music was helping them because Linda Creed was a famous songwriter who was actually related to my dad's cousin. So she wrote the song The Greatest Love of All. So it was kind of ironic, raising money for her foundation through music.
Isn't life just wonderful how it just all intercedes? You do one thing and it actually correlates with something else that happened in your past. So how lovely is that?
Yeah,
okay,
it was awesome.
Great. So is there anything else you want to share in regards to your music and your songwriting?
I'm actually working on a few songs now. They're not really released yet, but I just decided to get back into music, and I'm super inspired now to write more music and record, and I haven't really done it since I was 16, so it's really amazing going from like 16 and then going 26 to start over. But I've learned so much about the business side that I can really apply a lot of things that I already know about the industry to being an artist.
Okay. And so I think at this time would be a good time to talk about your internship when you were in London.
Sure. So I interned in London in college, and doing that, it was a music PR firm, and doing that completely inspired me to want to have my own company. So I ended up coming back to the States, and I started a music blog and started interviewing all these people, and I realized that this was the best way to network and connect with people in the industry, to learn from them, and to really grow as an artist and grow relationships in the industry.
Right, okay. So we could see that clip now of Dani singing in that place in London.
I'm in a good mood. Usually I don't let other people come up and sing, but I'm in a good mood this evening. So what we're going to do is we have a little lady here called Dani, and Dani's going to come up, and together we're going to sing a little Etta James song. And it's a wonderful song. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Dani. This is a great little song called At Last by Etta James. Here we go.
Okay, so you want to share about that experience?
Sure. So it was one of the first days that I arrived in London, and I was super excited and optimistic, and I was just outgoing, and I saw this girl singing at a bar, and I got so excited, so I walked up to her, and I was like, "Can I sing with you?" And she's like, "I don't usually do this, but we just like won the World Cup, so yeah, sure." So it was awesome. It was such a cool experience and such a high.
So, as the saying goes, humble beginnings. Humble beginnings. So that's great because you've continued and felt like this was something that you needed to do. So, with song, you've also write songs also. Okay, you want to talk about that and how you get inspired to write songs?
I would say my biggest inspiration is just the people I meet every day, dating and relationships, and if a guy kind of pisses me off, I'll write about it, you know? It all becomes music, so I never like have regrets because it all becomes amazing lyrics and things that people can relate to.
See, that's good. I'm glad that you said that you don't get upset by it or anything like that because you realize from that experience something can come out of it. That's good, where you can share what you had. And so instead of getting upset and getting depressed or something, you said, let me use this situation to write about it. And so this way you're releasing it and you're not holding it in. Because that's what happens when you hold it inside and you don't release it. Then that's when the sorrow comes. So it's a good way to release any kind of situation that you're in. Lovely.
Definitely. I mean, I'm sure I'm upset at the moment, but
yeah, right.
yeah, of course. But I mean, just writing the lyrics and channeling that emotion just makes such powerful lyrics and melodies and songs. So I'm so grateful for all of it.
Lovely. So I just want to ask you, when you're writing, when you're at the highest level of your creativity, what space do you go into to bring out that creativity?
What space? I mean, I kind of think, okay, like I'm always writing through a higher source, like through God or through my guides or through my soul. So music to me is at such a deep level that I can just come up with melodies and lyrics on the spot because I'm just so connected to my purpose and my spirit. So it's like I don't really think about it that much. That's just how it is. So whenever I'm writing, it's like I can just come up with stuff so easily because I'm just super connected to my soul. And music is such a big part of that.
So is there some kind of, do you practice anything, any kind of spirituality or religion?
I mean, I actually used to practice Reiki, which is like a healing practice. So I'm very into like spirituality and just like mindfulness and also attracting the right things with the right mindset. So many people out there are just like so negative and so hard on themselves, and it's such a waste of time and energy when if they shifted their mindset, they could do so much more.
Exactly. So it's shifting the mindset. And that is the thing that will always save you from those negative thoughts, from those waste thoughts, from those mundane thoughts. Mundane thoughts are good, but they have to be positive mundane thoughts and not negative mundane thoughts. There's negative and positive to anything. And so we want to stay at a high and a positive. So how long have you been, you said you did the Reiki. Do you still practice it now?
Not often, but I do have the ability to do it, but I don't really practice it a lot just because it's kind of tiring and it's a lot of energy. It kind of can be draining sometimes, but if I like have to do it, I will.
Okay, you have to be in that right frame of mind and height of energy to really get the benefit of it for yourself. Otherwise, it will be draining. So you have to know when you can and you can't do that, because then you're doing a disservice if it's making you feel tired. So it's good that you realize that.
Definitely, and the ironic thing is when I meet people that are so lost, I always want to send them Reiki, I always want to save them. But, you can't change people. They have to want to change themselves. So the irony is I always want to, like, help the people that don't want the help. And then the people that do, I'm like, I feel like they're trying to, like, take advantage. So it's, like, it's interesting.
I've learned from that, it's like, first of all, I, the self, has to be okay before I can help somebody else. Because if I'm not okay, what good am I doing for that person? I'm also giving them what I have, which is not good.
Right, exactly.
So you have to be in that good space to then give to others. So yes, lovely. Did you grow up with any kind of religion as a child?
I mean, yeah, my family's Jewish, so I guess I did like get bar mitzvah and stuff like that. But my mom going to holistic medication doctors and getting really into Reiki and spirituality really inspired me to do that.
Great, wonderful. Something fantastic happened a couple of days ago. What was that?
Yeah, I just launched my new Dani Felt Consulting website.
Great, great. So if we can take a look at that now, that would be good. Yeah, so
Definitely.
congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, and here it is.
Yes.
Right, lovely.
There it is.
So you want to tell us about Dani Felt Consulting?
Yeah, absolutely. I've always wanted to help people in the music industry, and I'm always meeting so many different amazing, talented people in all different areas of entertainment, and I want to be able to sell their services on my platform so that they have a place that they can shine their talent
Shine,
to
I like that.
others.
Shine.
Yeah.
Because it's shining. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. So some examples of that is filmmakers always need composers, but they might not want to spend advertising like $1 million budgets on like a song. So I found composers that people can hire through my site to do exactly that, but on a budget. So it's more affordable for them. Same with producers, if artists need production or artists need songwriters, because some artists don't want to write their own music. They just want to be a vocalist.
Right.
So it's all like that.
Good. So you're connecting people. You're being like a bridge between one and the other, but without costing too much. So that's really wonderful. So share how you see the vision for Dani Felt Consulting.
Sure. So how I see the vision is to be an incredible company that, you know, everyone in music can go to for whatever they need. And I feel like the right people will be attracted to it, you know, that are on the right level of whatever they need, because some people just think, oh, I just want a record deal and to be famous tomorrow. And this isn't about getting people famous tomorrow. It's about developing them on every single level. So we have like organizational coaches and business coaches and personal trainers and publicists and songwriters and producers and even like production classes so that you can actually learn how to produce or compose or take lessons. So it's like I want to help artists be well-rounded on every level, not just like producers.
And so holistic artistry, if that's such a word. I guess I just made that up.
Yeah,
you know, but
it's
lovely.
different.
Yeah, and see, you're coming from a place of empathy because you've been there and you are there. And so you can better understand what they're out there looking for, what they're searching for. And so it's a much better thing as opposed to me coming and saying, I'm going to be Cicely G consulting for the in the music industry. That's not going to work because I don't have the background with that, and I wouldn't have the empathy and understanding in regards to their needs. So it's good that you have the experience and that you are sharing your experience and wanting to, you know, bridge them along with you
Definitely.
to success. Yes.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun being a resource that can help a lot of different people. Definitely.
Yeah, I remember I met you a few months ago, Dani, didn't I? And it was a very good experience. And your openness and willingness to want to help people is a very wonderful trait. You're just very giving and very loving and very gentle and very sweet. And you've got some wonderful traits. So I know you're going to be successful, and just stay steadfast and firm and committed to your beliefs, and you'll be fine, because I see that. And just stay strong.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
So is there anything else you'd like to share about Dani Felt?
About the consulting or music or
anything
just anything?
You want to share, yes.
I also became a consultant myself recently because I just learned I have a gift for helping people when it comes to reaching whatever goals they need. So many artists get in their own way and they just don't see the steps, or they know the steps but they need someone else to kind of remind them so that they actually start taking action. And people can get super overwhelmed, me included, of course. But it's helpful when you have someone that says, okay, do step 1 through 5 and then just focus on that and break that down, rather than like getting overwhelmed and trying to do like 100 different things at the same time.
Exactly. So 1 step through 5, and as opposed to 1 step through 100.
Exactly.
Because when most of us are 1 step through 100, and we can't do 1 step through 100. So a few steps at a time is okay. and take those baby steps, and then from there you can bridge on to where it is that you need to go. So excellent.
Definitely.
Yes, excellent. So Dani, share what else is on the horizon for you.
I'm working on a new song called Gone, which is in midst of possibly being represented by a publisher, which I can't really talk about too much yet because nothing's official. But they're actually on our website too. So I'm doing A&R for them at the same time, so I can help artists get publishing deals and help publishing companies find talent. So that's one thing, definitely.
Okay. So on social media, do you want to mention your website, email address, and where people can reach you?
Absolutely. DFelt Music for Instagram, DaniFelt.com for my website, DaniFelt for my Facebook page, and my email address, dfeltmusic@gmail.com. That's GFELT music@gmail.com.
Okay, lovely. Is there a phone number you want to share if they want to reach you?
No.
Okay, you don't have anything available. That's fine.
Yeah. Don't really want to give out my phone number.
Right, no.
But,
good, and rightly
you
so.
never know who will watch this.
Exactly. So have you done any acting or anything like that, Dani?
I did get into voiceover at one point. That was pretty cool.
Okay. We also have some great shots of you. I guess we could see them now. There's one with you in the red dress, and it's a beautiful, wow, look at this. What do you see this doing?
I actually recently just got a photo shoot to use to promote some of my new songs. So yeah, that's one of them.
Okay, lovely.
For that reason.
Lovely. Okay, great. So moving forward, Dani, what would you say to somebody who was trying to get into the business?
I would say they need to check out my website.
Okay. Outside of that, personally from you, anyone could go on a website and get anything, but personally from you.
From my website.
From you, personally from you.
Me,
what
okay,
would you,
from me.
Right, yeah, what would you share with someone who wanted to go into the business?
I would ask them to figure out what their goals are. Like they need to know, are they trying to just be a songwriter and get discovered to write music for big artists? Are they trying to be an artist and a songwriter? Are they trying to be more on the business side, like the management side? Are they a brand new artist? If they are a brand new artist, they need to first work on their social media presence. They need a Facebook page, Instagram. They need to have professional photos. They need to be together, and they need to get shows and come up with creative ways to build a fan base as well.
Okay. So will that come in the form of a business plan?
I would say it could come in the form of a business plan or just bullet points. It's all simple things. It's just taking action to do them and get them done, building your mailing list, asking your Facebook friends, or when you have shows, having a paper for people to write everything down.
Right.
Stuff like that.
And so if something doesn't go quite right, what would you advise someone to do? Like if they feel like this is what I want to do, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no. So what would you advise them in regards to that?
I would tell them that everything happens for a reason, and there's usually blocks for a reason, and if you're not meant to work with someone, it will show.
Right.
I'm a very spiritual person, so I believe when something's not right, it's not meant to be, or not meant to be at that moment.
At that moment. It could be just at that moment.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. There's always, I feel a timing for everything, and it might not be the exact time that you want it to happen.
Right.
So when you try to rush things, that's when you get screwed. So you gotta just kind of have a balance of knowing where you want to go, but also respecting that it might not happen the time that you think it will.
Right, exactly. And so it's very important to know at that moment, because there's things that I wanted to do that was not at that moment. But I still had the thought, and I pursued it. And one of those was sitting here right now having a TV show. I wanted to do this years ago, but it wasn't the moment. But the thought was still there. And so when it's time to do it, the thought will come back and it will be right. And so don't go away from it. Don't walk away from it.
No.
Just have it there. Have the thought there, because you know what? It may be for you. But if it's not, there's nothing to worry about in regards to, oh, I failed. I thought I wanted to do this and I failed. There's no failing.
Right. It's just a journey.
It's just a journey.
Exactly.
Exactly, and that's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
And so once we understand that, then it makes things a lot easier and life a lot lighter, that it doesn't matter. It's okay. Let me move forward and maybe it'll work at another time.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So I'm glad that you see that, and I'm hoping that you're sharing that with all the people who are coming with you, because those are good things to realize in your life, that it's not at that moment, but maybe at another moment.
Definitely.
So if there's any last things you would like to discuss, Dani, in regards to your journey, your dreams, is there anything you would like to share in the last few moments?
I did co-write a book, which came out last year, and it was just about helping artists and marketing advice and things like that, which I never thought I could write a book or co-write a book, but it just shows you that, you know, when you want to do something, you just gotta jump into it and try it, and then learn as you go.
So where would they get that book? Is the book still available?
Not really.
Okay. It sounds like a good book. Maybe you need to bring it back again.
Yeah,
right.
Maybe one day.
Excellent, because it's a nice kind of a platform in how to, you know, do something in life. So
Absolutely.
Right. So anything else in regards to that?
I definitely want to write another book for sure, about just like my newest journey and starting a new company and all of that. But the last thing I wanted to say was just about how important it is to just keep the right mindset and focus on your vision and imagine it and picture it and see the people you're talking to, because that's how I got as far as I am right now. It's just like at first, when I didn't know anyone in the music industry, was just imagining meeting the right people and just convincing myself that it was going to happen and seeing it and picturing myself on the red carpet talking to different artists and producers.
Good. So being a visionary.
Definitely.
And so seeing it for yourself.
Exactly.
And so that's good when you can have that vision and saying, you know what, I can see myself walking down the red carpet.
Exactly.
I can see myself in lights and fame.
Exactly.
And so keep that thought. Hold on to it. Write it down. Do a vision board, whatever. Do something in regards to making it come to fruition. And it will happen for you.
So much. Yeah, so much has happened from doing that. And also, yeah, it's been a really amazing journey. Vision boards are huge. You know, you could do it on a poster board, you could do it on Pinterest. It doesn't matter, it just matters that you're constantly reminding yourself of where you want to go. And then you have to also be really sure to map out action steps to go to those places and figure out like when you want to reach certain goals, so that you can't just picture it, like you have to take action. So it's a balancing act.
A balancing act, beautiful. Okay, Dani, so we're getting ready to wind down now. I want to thank you for coming on the show. I really appreciate it very much, and good luck to you. Well, there's no such thing as luck. I would say many blessings to you in regards to your new company, and I hope you're very successful. I believe you would be, because you're very steadfast and you stay with your commitment, so that's very good. So I want to wish you the best of luck with that. Luck, here I go with that word again. Blessings with that.
Many blessings to you too, and thank you so much for letting me on your show. It's an amazing opportunity. I'm really grateful to be here.
I'm glad that we've been able to make it happen. So thank you, Dani. And so now we're coming to the end, and as I like to say to the viewers, your level of consciousness is the gateway to your future. Thank you.